What is up, guys? Welcome back to Peak Reacts. And today on the Blazers front, we've got some very serious news to discuss. Reported last night around, honestly, it was like midnight Eastern time. Shams reported that the Portland Trail Blazers and owner Jody Allen have launched an investigation into President of Basketball Operations Neil Olshey, hiring a firm to probe alleged workplace misconduct. Right when I saw this, I knew this was a serious matter. You don't just have an investigation into something like this if there's not real concern from the organization about it. So obviously when this came out, I wanted to read deep into it. When it first came out, not a lot of news came out. In Sham's article, it said that at least one Portland employee has reported potential misconduct, and that sparked this entire investigation. So initially I was like, okay, this is just one person. It might not be a huge deal. It could just be one person that it's happened to. When asked about it on Friday night, the Blazers didn't have a comment, as well as Jody Allen also declined to comment on Friday night. It also said that Neil Olshey did not respond to multiple text messages from The Athletic following the Blazers' win on Friday night. And it says the nature of the misconduct allegations against Olshey is currently not known. And The Athletic will have more news on this as it develops. Now, that was right when it came out, right when the news came out. Then, about an hour later, Chris Haynes, who is really big with the Blazers at this point and breaking a lot of news regarding Damian Lillard, went a little bit more into detail. His article is titled, Trailblazers President Neil Olshey Allegedly Created Toxic Workplace with Bullying and Intimidation. It says, the Blazers are opening an investigation into Neil Olshey with employees alleging a toxic, hostile work environment where staff members have been subjected to intimidation and profanity-laced tirades, among other bullying tactics. The organization enlisted the services of O'Melveny and Myers to run the independent investigation, and the firm began interviewing employees at the team's front office site this week, with several staffers expressing relief because of the investigation after 10 years of mistreatment leading to mental and physical stress. Right there, this is a huge deal. Several staffers, so not just one like the Shams article, several staffers have been expressing their opinions on this, and they say it's been going on for 10 years. 10 years. It says several staff members raised concerns with the organizations back in April of 2020 because of how the organization handled and how they mishandled the situation when video coordinator Zach Cooper died in 2020. It says the firm is expected to submit its findings to team owner Jody Allen shortly, and a decision on Olshey's future will be determined soon after. Most staff members are hopeful that the investigation brings change after feeling voiceless and unheard for so long. So, there's a lot to unpack here. You can't make a full opinion without knowing all the details. I feel like I've seen in the past Neil Olshey has had a lot of controversy surrounding his name, especially this last offseason. So I'm not saying people, I don't think he had the best reputation before this, and obviously this is going to tarnish his reputation even more. But I'm not going to give my full opinion until all the facts are out. If this turns out to be true, I would not be surprised if Neil Olshey is fired. We saw something like this with John Gruden. Now, obviously, John Gruden's is on another level because he was blatantly racist and sexist and homophobic toward multiple different people. This seems that is just a toxic workplace. I'm not sure what they mean by bullying tactics. I don't want to get too like in depth in just the nature of the world today and how people can feel bullied or feel something is toxic when in reality it's just kind of how life is. But I'm not going to get into the details of that because that is something that I don't know if it's just employees being quote unquote soft or if it's truly a toxic workplace that Neil Olshey has created. But I just wanted to get my initial thoughts, and honestly, I really have no thoughts just because I just don't want to give my opinion when I don't know what's fully out. Obviously, we'll have our Rip City Rundown podcast coming out tomorrow. Maybe even late tonight, where we will get more in depth and you will hear more opinions from it. But for now, there is not enough news to go out on. And I just hope that this investigation is done right and gets the true facts of everything that's going on within the Blazers organization. I can't remember a time the Blazers have had a controversy in my time as a fan. So this is uncharted waters for me personally. I was alive, but I wasn't invested in the Blazers as a young person when we had all the jail Blazers issues and all that. So this is really the first time that I am having a controversy as a fan and as someone who supports the Blazers. So it should be interesting. But I asked you guys, what are your thoughts on the issue? Again, I don't want you guys to come to conclusions too early without truly knowing all the facts. So that's all I'm going to say. I hope that this investigation is done right, and I hope the truth is uncovered. And once that truth is uncovered, that the Blazers make the right decision and move on from this time. That'll be it, guys. Thanks for listening. Peace.